Hey, hey, hey. How's y'all's day been, chat? Mine has been kind of stressful. I won't lie. It's not been the smoothest day, but it hasn't been half bad either. Tomorrow's gonna be a real nightmare for me, though. But I guess I'll cross that bridge when I get there. It's been pat, Lobra. Thank you for the pats. Just it's been is your response. That's valid. Francisco, how's your week been, bud? Every time I try to have my fan running, it vibrates my whole desk. You guys can't hear it because I got that good filter going. Like it loud. All right. Shall we just get into it? I got a midterm tomorrow for my physics class and doing this instead of studying. So that exam is going to be truly hellish in a special kind of way. But regardless, we're here now to play Minecraft. We are there's no way in the time that we play that we're not going to be able to get that tasty green top to our home. I simply refuse to believe that it could be any other way, you know? So we will at last achieve green top status and forever finish the facade of our house, which will remain tired but okay, Francisco. Hey, better tired than okay and okay than to be energetic and not okay, you know? The okay part is the emphasis of that sentence. It's what counts for all the beans. All right, let's get started. Gay. I forgot that I called the world gay. Won't lie. Totally left my mind. I wonder how far we'll get today. We'll probably get a lot of iron. We'll probably end up expanding the house and making a storage area. All right, let's see. Ooh, you know what we need more than all of the things that I just said? We need a reliable source of food. Because currently we have no reliable source of food. Um, I don't think I have any farm going. I literally missed. I missed the door. That's embarrassing. Jesus. Minecraft does not like it when I start it up. It wants to chug for a little bit. We have the river. That spawns fish, but I don't think that that is an unlimited food source. I'd like to grow potatoes, maybe. Some other singular food. Ooh, the green top's almost started. Soon. We don't have a bed, neither. Do we have any iron lying around? Enough to make, like, shears? Yeah, we do. So I was like, we should... I just need a way to get reliable wool that isn't killing sheep. Food. We could start a wheat farm. Not in love with the idea of doing wheat. I know that bread is a very effective food, but the amount of bang you get for your buck per like farmed land is not as high as single land vegetables, especially like a potato that can yield multiple crops. I need a bucket, but until I have a bucket, I will have to just farm this hillside right here. That's my plan. We'll make a giga farm when we get a bucket. That'll be our first bucket thing to do. Remind me of that, chat. To make a really nice farm whenever we get a bucket. Okay, so get food, get iron. That's how I see it. Any objections, chat? Oh, hey, Skittle. First thing, ooh, Minecraft. Second, when I came in, my stream lagged and it was just stuck at 69% loading the world. You know what, Skittle? That's sort of what you want out of the Minecraft experience. You want the good 69, you know? Why am I allowed human? Oh no. I was gonna like till the hillside right here. I did not realize that it go down. Well, is this a cave? Ooh, that's much more of a pit than a cave, eh? That's a whole lot of unfortunate happening right there. I should seal that away, right? I should not leave that hole open. There's a near 100% chance I'll fall into it later. That's like 15, right? Ah, I miscounted by 1. I'm so embarrassed, chat. I miscounted by 2. Or did I miscount by 1 and then accidentally tilled up an extra seed? Yes, okay. Why am I sprinting? I'm gonna use up like all my remaining hunger. It was a foolish idea. Best of luck in your green dirt endeavor. Thank you, Mesa. Also, welcome to the stream. We don't often get a Mesa appearance. Crops are growing. That'll take care of itself. Squid. We have squids in case we need ink for stuff. That's nice. I remember on the Paper Cute multiplayer server, people were starving for that good ink. The green has not spread yet. I'm horribly disappointed. I don't even need coal either. So there's going to be no torchlight for this fun little romp. I'm taking my hoe with me because I don't care. It's a hoe, it's meaningless. What if we make a diamond hoe? If I'm affiliate before we reach diamonds, I will do a poll to find what diamond tool we make first. Even though it should be a pickaxe. I think it would be funny to let you vote on what tool we make. What is it? F3 to do the depth chart? Right? There we go. What depth are we at? There we go. We are at 22, so we just need to go 11 deeper. Not bad. We're pretty close. Pop, boop, beep. I don't know why a lot of people say to mine on 12. It just feels like bad advice. You know what I mean? Can you guys literally see anything right now? I don't think you can. Here, I'll give you a big display of numbers to look at. What is this? What is this material I am digging? Cobbled deep slate. It's reassuring. Warden hasn't been added to the game, so I don't gotta worry about that. Here we are. 11. strip mine is ready to go, boys. Let's clear out some of this. This stone is hard to crack. It looks really pretty though, actually. I do quite enjoy its aesthetic. God, it's got some really satisfying breaking noises. I'm enjoying this new stone. There we go. Clear out a little bit of standing space down here. This is still... Yep, this is 11. I guess I'll start digging the main mine shaft tunnel. The big middle tunnel that I do all my strip mining with. Then we can start making our little Junji Ito holes. Please. I would enjoy some coal. Make some torches. Would really like it if my strip mine ran into some coal. Would be nice. The game is really going to be like that, huh? Alright, here comes the strip mine. We're going to strip mine till this pickaxe breaks. Here's a question that I do not know the answer to. Can cobbled deep slate have ores in it? Or is it just going to be solid stone until you can break out of the weird biome that it's in? Oh, it's so much slower than normal stone to break. God, every time I see footsteps in the... Is that diorite? Oh, is this ore? It's iron. It's iron inside a deep slate. Oh man, I really wish that there was a piece of coal inside a deep slate, because my brain can barely process the colors that I am seeing. Hey, that's more than enough for like a bucket and a shield. That's a dub. Should I just dig towards the lava to get some light? No, I guess not. Guess that's just not my fate. Alright. Oh, the ominous light at the end of the tunnel. I look over on my display on my second monitor to see what you guys see going up that dark staircase. Yoink. This is very spooky. Bucket pickaxe, and then we'll make a shield later. Boop. Yeah, we didn't find any. Dang it. Man. I'm usually thirsting for iron, but now I'm thirsting for coal. That don't feel good. I don't feel good at all, chat. Having to ration my torches just to get enough light to... Okay, I was gonna say I should clear out the headspace above my staircase so that you can get a nice smooth jump and then actually put some stone stairs in here. But we're gonna have to make like... We're gonna have to level out the staircase a little bit. Do like 2 blocks long, a little landing. That way we don't have to dig up more blocks of the house. Because right now the staircase would be like right here. Which is kind of awkward. Would it be awkward though? And then if we take out this corner of the house, will anyone care? Will you be offended? Will your sense of perfect geometry be ruined if I take out that part of the house? Oh, we already have an iron pickaxe. We have 16 iron. I did not know that we had any more iron. I thought I was out. No. Turns out I have a lot of iron. Okay. Well, that's iron taken care of. That's bucket, which means it is farm time. Let's see, farm time. I have enough iron for a shield. I should probably do that, which means I need to get more wood. And I should have enough for some armoire. We need some boots. And we need a helm. And our iron needs are sated. Bonk. Dink. I like the putting on and taking off armor noises. You know what I mean? Like, I don't remember what update they added it in, but I really love the, you know what I mean? Like the, like when you select it and you, like it's good, right? Just makes my brain feel nice. Okay. We'll let this grow to completion and then we'll dig it up. Okay, where do we want our farm skyscraper? I'm trying to see what vista I'd like to preserve. The green top, it's coming in. Look at it. It's so beautiful. I think I don't care about this region the most. Well, we don't need this anymore. Now the green top is gonna take care of itself. That's beautiful. That's beautiful. That's beauty right there, chat. All right, let's do a little bit of the old deforestation. Boop. You guys ever sat through like one of those? You guys remember when you used to like in like elementary school or junior high talk about deforestation and stuff? You know what I mean? Sorry, that's the only thing birchwood is good for is sticks. Man, I feel like it's been forever since like I've talked about deforestation in any kind of academic context. Guess there are bigger fish to fry than hot plants. Or, well, I guess yes, hot plants, but you understand what I mean, chat. Chat, you get it right? Yeah, I need to make an axe. How much will you cook, Stick? 2 per piece of iron, so you need what, 10 sticks? Okay, and then I want to make an iron axe to speed up this process, because I don't want to be sitting around here all the time. Can you make torches from... Can you make torches from, charcoal? Can you make torches from charcoal? Important question, chat. Can you make torches from charcoal? Because if so, I ought to smoke some wood with some fire. So then I can make torches. Bessie Lowborough, you're so cute. That is untrue, but thank you. All of my friends leave floating trees. Why do they do that? Why do they leave floating trees everywhere? Like, I'm gonna clean all this up whenever I'm done plowing through it all. It's like, what did the world ever do to you to make you think that it was okay to leave floating trees, you know? Who hurt them? Please. Okay, because I was like, I was getting desperate for some light for the tunnel. Yes. At last. Now the strip mine can actually be functional. Because people can see with their freaking eyes down here. Man, I need to take the roof off of this staircase. Holy jeez, is this an annoyingly slow descent? You can make the descent so efficient. No, always on the right. Sorry. I have like my own rule in my brain that when I am underground, I always place torches on my right-hand side. So that whenever you want to leave, you just follow the torches on your left-hand side to exit. I feel like we're about to come upon some good lava. Ooh, redstone. That's good XP right there. Water. Understandable. Hello, water. Where doth you come from? Right. Andesite? You know what? We actually learned about andesite and diorite in my geology class recently. Would you guys like to learn about andesite and diorite? I've been addicted to Space Ninjas. That is true. I am also addicted to Space Ninjas. I just can't play it yet. I can't play it here at college until they make crossplay happen. Whenever crossplay becomes available, you bet your bottom dollar that I'm going to be squeezing in that good ninja time. Can I harvest this? No, I probably need Soak Touch. Let's see. We got some gold. I'd like some gold. I'd enjoyed a little bit of the old gold. Is that it? There we go. Some more gold. Some coal. Whatever this is. I'd love to learn about andesite. What are you? Tough. Oh, I also learned about tough. So andesite and diorite are both... They're both somewhat similar rocks. They're both igneous rocks, meaning that they form after the lava or magma from a volcano cools. Now, despite the fact that they're very similar, they're formed in two very different ways. Andesite is what is called an extrusive rock. It is called an extrusive igneous rock. That's because andesite is formed when magma breaches to the surface and becomes lava. And when that lava cools, it cools very, very quickly. And when it cools very quickly, it produces a rock that has very tiny crystals in it. And those teeny tiny crystals are what make andesite look the way that it does. Diorite is sort of the opposite case. Diorite forms by cooling very slowly underground in the magma. So it has much larger crystals in it. And you can tell just visually looking at andesite and diorite which is which, because you can see little speckles in diorite. And in andesite, it just sort of looks... I don't know how to say rocky, but it looks rocky. Yeah, it almost kind of looks... it almost looks like crushed velvet andesite. It looks like gray crushed andesite, or gray crushed velvet, because you can sort of see the little shine of the minerals that are inside of the rock. But that's a little bit about andesite and diorite. Tuff, I believe, is also a form of igneous rock. I'm not sure off the top of my head how it is formed, though. I don't remember what other characteristics of tuff. I remember I would have to, like, break out my notes for you. I'm sorry. I just recently had a midterm exam this Monday in geology class, but tuff wasn't on it, so I didn't end up remembering tuff's formation. Teach us about the stars. What would you like to know about the stars? I know some things about stars. I can share what I know, but stars is a pretty broad topic. You have to give me a little bit of sauce to, like, build on, you feel me? And I think at this point, when you ask me, it's important that I make clear that I am just an undergraduate of astronomy. Um, I am by no means an expert. Um, at this point, I would consider myself at maximum a hobbyist in knowledge. So I learn a lot. I happen to know a decent bit about astronomy, but I am not an expert. How are the simulations you are running going? Currently, they are at a standstill. My group needs to meet this week so that our professor slash research. Oh, I forget his title. Um, our chief researcher. That's not the official title. He is going to explain to us how to actually go through the process of doing our like comparisons. So for those who don't know, because I don't know where I shared this. Shit, these simulations evolving. Um, they can stand. Um, oh man, I lost my train of thought thinking about the stand joke. So I am a part of a research lab that is for undergraduates. It's actually specifically designed to get freshmen into research. So I joined on with the lab when I was a freshman, and I'm now a second year in college. Um, and I'm still inside that same lab because I really enjoyed working on it, and I wanted to sort of keep going. So I'm doing my second year of that lab, and we are working on a project where we examine a phenomenon in our galaxy called stellar streams. And we want to know. Oh, I guess I should explain what stellar streams are. So here's something curious: is that in our galaxy there are clusters of stars that form like a flat plane, and they sort of like they sort of have the shape kind of a stream. Sometimes they're kind of liney, sometimes they look like a big cluster and then like a couple of like a tail almost. And these stellar streams are interesting because they seem to form all at the same time, which is kind of unusual. um my lab wants to know what the compositions of these stellar streams are. So there was a recent paper, pretty recent, pretty recent. I don't know the year on it. I could go look it up in my email because I have the research paper in my email. There was a recent paper that investigated stellar streams, and they used artificial intelligence. They made like a neural network to scan through all the stars in the night sky that are documented to be in our galaxy. Um, and that program sifted out what it believes to be stellar streams, groups of stars that have a very similar velocity and also a similar position in 3D space, and has categorized these as stellar streams. So that's what a stellar stream is. Um, we have access to a large database of star composition. Um, uh, the makeup of stars. There is a pretty big library that is being curated by the Lamoste Observatory in China, and they keep a record of about the they keep a record of about 6 million stars and what their chemical composition is. The goal is to eventually find the chemical composition of every star in the night sky, which is pretty cool. But we are able to get that data from Lamoste and take the data of these stellar streams, and we are going to go through and we are going to isolate all 1,640 individual stellar streams, and then the goal is to compare the the metallicity of the stars with the streams to see if we can identify a pattern between the two. The goal hopefully being that we will find either a uniform composition among the stars, or my research lead had a very interesting theory about how they might form, and proposed that there would be a different pattern to the stars. But I shan't reveal that. I feel like I probably shouldn't be telling you all this. I don't know what I'm allowed to say. I haven't been sworn to secrecy. Yeah, but that's what I'm doing. So right now, I've shared some screenshots of plotting all the different stars, all the different stellar streams onto a sphere, so you can like get a 3D picture of the night sky. It's pretty cool. But I have the Lamoste data. It's actually, hold on, can I make this? The Lamoste data is actually sitting right here on my computer. That data is like 3 gigabytes and contains like 6 million stars of data, and it just sits on my desktop. So that's fun. This Friday, I go back to my lab and we're gonna have a meeting, and there we are going to learn how to use our analysis program to make the comparisons between the Lamoste data and the stellar stream data, and then we're going to visualize it, and we are going to then, I think, just get to work, basically. How many blocks away from water can I make my... Can I make a farm? I don't remember how many it was. Was it 5 either direction? Was it more? Chat, how far away can water be? Hello, pig. What a nice young man, that pig. Hey, we have enough wheat to make bread. Grab some water. There we go. Chat, I know 2 of you are watching right now. Please. You're both probably lurking, to be fair. But yeah, that's what's going on with our data. It's interesting because my lab is primarily concerned. Is it just 4 away in each direction for a total of 8 blocks? Am I but a fool? Am I a fool and a cretin and a liar? Is it just 4 blocks, Gabi? Yeah, it's interesting that that is what my lab is doing. Why did I do it like this? This is all wrong. Because my lab is primarily focused on white dwarf stars. It is just 4, right? My lab is primarily concerned with white dwarf stars. I actually missed out on a really cool opportunity to work on a different project. One that uses, I think, one of the coolest scientific inventions I've ever heard of. It's called the Z machine. And it is a giant machine that can recreate the surface of a star inside of it. So, for essentially all of human history, astronomers have been just taking measurements of stars to figure out how their properties just to learn about their properties. The only way we can do it is by taking measurements. But with the Z machine, you can control the surface of the star that you make because it's a machine. You can set like parameters for it. And our lab is partnered with the people who run the Z machine to create data about white dwarf stars. So they are simulating the surfaces of white dwarf stars in their laboratory. And there's one of our research groups is working on that as a project. But I am doing the chemical homogeneity of stars, which is pretty freaking cool. You know, not many people can brag about learning stuff about stars. I'm excited though, because this feels like a project where you could really like actually find something. You know what I mean? Like in processing my data, I could find something. Hey, bees! And I could pass it up to the head of my project. They could write it could be a legitimate discovery. And I think that that is very cool. Come on, I just need one more seed. Please, grass, I beg you. So yeah, that's what's going on with my project. I'm very excited for it. I'm lucky that my project has a lot of my friends in it. A lot of my friends are in the project with me. So it's nice not only to be working on something really cool, but to be working in a team with people that I already kind of know and trust. It's reassuring. Especially people who I know like have like a really good work ethic, and I know I can depend on in my time of need, you know? You always need people like that in your life. But how did I only get 4 wheat? I must have left some in the water, because I broke 6 wheat bundles. Some totally dropped in the water, eh? Oh, I don't have enough hunger to sprint. That's a fun development. Oh, wheat. Wheat. How did I only get 4 wheat? Was there not 6 fully grown wheats? I feel very foolish. I need to find something I'm passionate about and go back to school. Well, I mean, that depends on what your passion is. Sometimes you could find something you're passionate about and a school doesn't provide what you need, you know? Different strokes for different folks. Not every passion needs a college degree, you feel me? Some passions need college degrees, but not all of them. Like, for astronomy, for instance, you don't necessarily have to get a doctorate in it to enjoy it, or even to participate meaningfully in it. Some pretty significant discoveries in astronomy made just as recently as like the 1930s and 40s were made by people who weren't even astronomers by trade. They were made by a medical doctor who just really liked looking out of a telescope and just noticed something interesting and documented it and wrote a paper about it. So, I mean, it depends. If you find something passionate about it, something you're passionate about, Gob Gob, and you think that going to school for it will help you, then do it. It can be a very rewarding experience. I mentioned the clarification because a lot of people feel that they need a college degree, which for like traditional jobs is unfortunately kind of true, even though it really shouldn't be the case. All right. You shouldn't need to have a college degree for anything, but like if you want to get into business or you want to become like a scientist, a lot of times you will probably need a college degree Just because companies, by the way, the green top is done. Just because companies want people with college degrees, which is just silly. It's just silly. How do you make a table saw? How do I make a table saw? Table saw? What was the recipe? Uh, it's just wood? It's just wood and then... Did I need cooked stone? I feel like I needed, like... I feel like I needed smooth stone for that recipe. I want to not struggle to afford food. Ah. Doesn't everyone? It also depends on what you do. You know? For a lot of people who are like into a lot of people who make a living online, you can't really go to school for that. Like nobody is trying to make a career out of her streaming. You can't really go to college for that, which is one of the reasons why she doesn't really have any intention of going to a university of any kind. Simply because she doesn't need one. There we go. Her ambition has no requirement for... Can I cut this into stuff? Oh. Oh, yeah. Oh. Oh. Okay. Me like. Can cook? What happened when cook? Does it just become bricks? Deep slate. Deep slate? Deep slate cobblestone. I almost like the cobblestone better if I'm being honest. Oh, I shouldn't have broken it. Now I can't see what it turns into. Oh well. Look at this. Oh. Deep slate tile stairs. Look how beautiful that is. It's gorgeous. The polished is, of course, kind of gross, but I don't do well in school environments personally. Not a lot of people do. It's... Don't even get me started. Don't get me started on the failures of American education at both a low and high level to keep people in. I know that you're American, Gobby Gob, so I feel like I can speak to that experience because I went through the American education system and it is not... It is built on an outmoded philosophy that is not effective, provably so. And a lot of the changes that have made it such a tedious nightmare are pretty recent changes that date back to like the 2000s. All the standard test taking nonsense. And I think it's important to clarify that when I talk about how gross standard tests are, that there is perhaps there is a moment in which you might consider dismissing me as being like, I just didn't get good grades on tests. Oh, I aced. I was an all-A student. Listen to that placing noise. And let me tell you, those tests don't tell you shit about who is smart or who will succeed in college. The ACT and SAT are not good. They are fundamentally very bad tests that are heavily uninformative. And you know what? The two reinforce each other, Five Goblin. The methods reinforce the horrible social environment and vice versa. A lot of what makes going through high school and junior high in America so horribly toxic is one, there is a lot of rampant bullying, and there is a distinct lack of care about the mental well-being of students. It's especially bad because I grew up in a very conservative state, so you might imagine their disdain for their students' mental well-being. Look at this. Oh, I need to dig another block up for my staircase to work. Um, a lot of the focus. Ooh. A lot of the icky focus of public schools on testing creates the second biggest problem, which rather than breeding bullying because there's a lack of like social awareness or teaching kids social issues, like it comes back to like the ye old moral panic of like I don't want my kids to learn about the gays TM that lets a lot of like gay bullying run so rampant. Um, but also there is, hold on, speaking of gay, I did not tag my stream with LGBTQ plus. I grew up with more of an open vibe. Uh, yes, it really heavily depends. I keep forgetting that I have to manually enter my tags for the stream. But the other problem is that the emphasis on standard test taking and on schools that choose to do like GPA ranking is that it creates a incredibly hostile competitive atmosphere in which people are incentivized by way of having their future at universities threatened is to create an incredibly competitive, very uncooperative environment. And that's not a healthy space for children. I feel as if I do not need to describe the details behind why making children compete for their future at a time in their life that is already very difficult because of puberty and stuff. Bad idea. Real bad idea. Does not end well for anyone involved. It's And then there is an emphasis that colleges and other places like to put on things like SATs and test scores as a college entrance metric. Now, ostensibly, the point of the SAT and the ACT, especially with kids like me who are not super competitive, I am not super competitive anymore. I was in high school because a lot of the school structure is created to emphasize that you should be prioritizing your grades. So like we would meet with an academic advisor at the end of or like partway through towards the end of every year, and they would help us lay out a plan for our academic future. And every time, part of that report was focused on GPA. How can we raise your GPA? What classes can we take to keep your GPA strong? How can we recover from a class that brought your GPA down? That kind of thing. And I played the game. I played the game. I played the GPA game. I don't know if other people call it that, but the kids in my school call it the GPA game. It needs the name GPA game should be enough to explain what it is about. But I played the GPA game. I played it all the way through, and I gave it my all, and you know what? I won. In my room at home, I have a placard on my wall because I graduated in the top 10 of my class. Wasn't the valedictorian, but I was close. So I consider that a winning at the GPA game. And I gotta tell you, doesn't mean jack shit. Sorry for swearing. That all that competition, all that GPA finagling, all that mental unwellness over numbers. I dropped courses that I found personally valuable to pursue courses that would raise my GPA. It's something that some of my friends still hold on to. Brian, Amanda, or I guess that one Papercut is her online identity. Brian, Papercut, um, all of my other like friends from real life. I know them because we did. Oh my God, is this why? Because these aren't quite finished wheats. Oh, that is a really close texture. Do not like that new texture for the wheat. We met through our school's theater program. We did theater together, and after taking multiple theater classes one semester, I took two different theater classes. One was tech based because I am a techie. I have a hat hanging on my wall that says techie on it. I am a theater tech person. Um, uh, those classes don't give you okay, hold on. I need to explain something before I explain why it is that it was an optimal move to drop theater classes in order to take more academic classes. So, in my part of the US, schools abide by what is called the AP system. So, certain classes are denoted as being AP or advanced placement. Um, they're essentially uh, they're essentially a college semester course taught in high school, but the material is college level. And at the end of an AP course, you can take a specialized exam that, if you score good enough, you can submit your exam as credit for a college course, which you might imagine is a very attractive offer, especially since college is so ludicrously expensive in this country that, why wouldn't you want to save yourself the thousands of dollars to take like a $98 test? And then based on your like financial circumstances, that $98 test can become $5, which it did in my case because of my financial situation. Minecraft. Also, hello. Hey, Jay. We're talking about America's broken public education system and broken education system in general. Um, it makes a lot of sense. And also, in terms of GPA, AP classes count as a 5.0. Almost every other class, no, literally every other class is only 4.0, which means unless you take an AP class, the maximum your GPA can ever go to is a 4. But if you take AP classes, you can raise your GPA towards a 5. Pretty ridiculous, huh? So when the time came, my advisor in high school sat me down and said, I'm glad that you like theater, but if you want to stay competitive in the GPA game, you need to drop theater classes and you need to take more AP classes. And I did. I dropped all of my theater involvement to focus purely on doing more academic work. So I dropped I was taking a 1 year theater course that was getting me like my credit for speech. You have to get like a credit in a speech class, and I was doing a theater class that gave credit for that. Um, but I dropped that class and I dropped my technical theater class, which is what I had been doing for all of high school. And you know what? I was good at it and I enjoyed doing it. I, by my sophomore year, was the head of the. Me and Brian were co heads of the sound tech department for our theater company. He was head sound designer and I was head sound engineer by our second year. We put on a talent show and a musical rendition of Your Good Man, Charlie Brown. It was good. It was fun. But I left it all behind to focus on academics. Now, you don't have to be a member of a theater class to do theater work, but the logistics of me being able to do a full deck of only advanced placement courses and also dedicate multiple hours a night to working on rehearsals was just not something I could do with my schedule. So I just dropped it. I just didn't do theater for the entire second half of my high school career. And if it wasn't for that theater class, I would never have met Papercut. I would never have met... Well, no. I've been friends with Brian since he was in elementary school. But I wouldn't have met, like, half of my real-life friends if I hadn't done it at all. And I was horribly disappointed to have given them up, especially since I don't think my friends have forgiven me for giving it up. I think it kind of felt like a betrayal that I had been working with them for so long just to suddenly like dip out on them. But in the end, I did win the GPA game, top 10 in my class. And then you get into college, and the top 10 helps. It helps. It looks nice on an application. But as soon as you get an acceptance letter, all of that sacrifice doesn't mean anything anymore. You have all it does is buff up the resume that you send into your college. And your resume is really only a small part of the application process for most colleges. So always nice to know your sacrifices are appreciated by the system that encourages them, in which your counselors encourage them. Your counselors who, on the one hand, are people who are supposed to be, like, mental health experts for people our age. They're counselors. So they're supposed to be looking out for your mental well-being, but at the same time, they know that, like, doing these advanced courses may be the thing that gets you into college. Because it makes your GPA look good. So they encourage it. So, yep. And then once you're into college, no one cares. The professors don't care. The administration doesn't care. You sacrifice some very real years of your life to fill out a resume and make a number get big. And the worst part is, because all of that, while speaking to a deeper problem with our system of schooling, which is that schooling places way too much emphasis on stupid numbers, is that those numbers aren't very good, accurate representations of someone's ability to succeed in life. Believe it or not, getting a C... Do you know what the difference between a doctor who gets a C in med school and a doctor who gets an A in med school is, chat? Do you know what the difference is? The difference between someone who makes an A in medical school and someone makes a C is that when you walk into the doctor's office, there is no difference. They both get a doctorate, and they're both perfectly competent, extremely professional doctors. There is no difference between a D or a C and an A. I would argue there's a difference between failing and passing, but there's not a difference between the gradations of passing, which means that half of the GPA system's entire purpose is basically bunk, because there's really no purpose in ranking people beyond just passing or failing. You sent me to truancy court twice, Jesus Christ, while suffering with major and diagnosed depression and anxiety. That's another thing, is that America's public education system is not at all equipped to handle any sort of mental health issues. Just in case the scourge of in American schools isn't a good enough indication that our system is not very good at diagnosing and caring for people who have mental distress or are mentally unwell. And you know what? A lot of these policies, this focus on standardized testing, this focus on getting numbers up, began in pretty much the early 2000s, when President George W. Bush launched his, I believe, No Child Left Behind program, because American children were not scoring as highly as international children on certain math exams. So in order to make it was a national embarrassment, and President Nixon could not stand to have America be, or not Nixon. What the fuck am I talking about? Sorry for swearing. Dang it. President Bush could not abide by America essentially being embarrassed on an international stage by having poor test scores. So they created the No Child Left Behind program, which reoriented schools to focus on attempting to raise teachers' uh, teaching skill, I want to say, in quotes, and also to put a greater emphasis on raising test scores. That's when these huge batteries of standardized tests get implemented. That's when kids start taking the SAT and the ACT and all those kinds of things. That's why in school teachers have to give you so many standardized tests throughout the year. And you know what the scariest part is that as part of the program, a lot of teachers have their salary and their jobs tied to their ability to have their students perform well on tests. So if you're a teacher, it doesn't matter what your opinion on the No Child Left Behind bill is. If you want to get it, one, teachers are criminally underpaid in the United States. It's ridiculous how little money they make. If you are a teacher, one of the ways that you make money is by ensuring that your students make good test grades. So, yeah. Which forces teachers to put a greater emphasis on making students score good on tests, which is already an unhealthy mindset. And it doesn't address the real problems with the American education system that are the reasons that we score so low anyways, which is that conservative lawmakers continue to take out meaningful, impactful education in favor of coddling people into believing false narratives about the world so that they can maintain political power, which is the real problem with America's education system. Is that a bunch of stuffy old white dudes can't stand the thought of people getting smart enough to elect them out of office, so they remove important education material and important education incentives from the school system so that they can keep a nice, stupid population that doesn't believe that evolution exists and thinks that the best way to prevent having a baby is abstinence. Because it's nice and it aligns with all of their policy goals and it makes them unchallenged. Because believe it or not, the people who score the worst on tests, the people who score the worst on tests in all of the country is Florida. And other southern states don't exactly rank much higher either. It's because the education system places emphasis on certain ideas, and some ideas are intentionally blotted out by the people who choose what the curriculums are. That is why Americans aren't scoring good on exams. Is because they are raised to be fundamentally ignorant about certain parts of the world and to accept that ignorance. That's not a very healthy thing to teach people. But it's nice because it means that Republicans can have easy, unchallenged districts so that they can continue to just farm up voters and stay in power, despite the fact that I don't think that Republicans have won a popular election in years, decades even. I don't even know when the last time a Republican president won. Did George Bush win a popular vote? I'm looking it up. Looking at George W. Bush's election results. Popular vote. No. George W. Bush lost the popular vote. Who was president before George Bush? President before Bush. Sorry, I don't remember the order of our presidents. What, Jimmy Carter? I don't think that Republicans have won a popular election since 1989 when my main man Ronald Reagan was in office. Ronald Reagan was a piece of human trash, by the way. So, yeah. If you ever wonder why you get taught abstinence, despite the fact that abstinence has been scientifically proven to be a horrible way to teach people safe and proper sex, and also completely and totally ineffective in reducing teen pregnancy, or pregnancy in general, it is because it does not work, and because instead of placing emphasis on important, relevant information that is useful and expedient for children to know, and hopefully which would stoke their curiosity for further learning, much of the American education system is created around numbers, numbers on tests, and numbers in the voting booths, which is some of the reasons that the American education system is so busted. You ever think about that? How the last Republican president to win a popular election was 40 years ago? And yet think about how many Republican presidents we've had in that time. 3? We had Bush. We had Trump. Think he's gonna run for 2024? God, it'd be so funny if he loses again. And I mean, look at the world now. Look at the rampant rise in conspiracy theories around the vaccine and COVID virus and about flat Earth. Because believe it or not, the people who believe these conspiracy theories are people America's education system failed. Because they don't understand what mRNA is. Because they do not understand how gravity works. Because they are, at the end of the day, taught to be fundamentally incurious about the world or why we do things. It gets me so started that did Ronald Reagan win the popular? Surely he did, right? He was enormously popular. 1984 election. Oh, won the popular vote. That's what I expected. What about his second run? No, second was George H.W. Bush, who won the popular election. So the last, yeah, 1988 was the last time a Republican won a popular election. Bill Clinton won the popular vote and the presidency. He won the popular vote again in the presidency. And then in the 2000 election, George W. Bush loses the popular vote and still gets to be president. He runs again and he wins the popular vote by a slim margin. This is during the 2004 presidential election, of course, rode on the back of a ton of racism that came bubbling to the surface after the attacks on the World Trade Centers. So that's the reason that he wins the popular vote. 2008, obviously, Barack Obama wins the next two elections. And then we get to 2016, and we all know how that goes. So, yeah. Turns out Republicans, shockingly, not very popular in America. People really don't like what they have to say. And yet, they hold so much power because of the Electoral College. The Electoral College, which was created as a compromise with the southern states in order to ensure that slaveholding states would still be able to win a presidency, despite the fact that a majority of their population was not allowed to vote because they were slaves. So, yeah, that's why the Electoral College exists. I believe it's specifically because Virginia, which had, I think, close to or had a majority of its population being enslaved people, wanted to ensure that they could still have a chance at having a president. So in order to do that, they needed a system by which obviously population would be a big determining factor. And of course, they drafted the disgusting 3/5 compromise to make that happen. And also to ensure that states could vote for president based on population, so that once again they could exploit their enslaved population to get more votes. And so that system continues into today, and a lot of modern scholars and douchebags online will, sorry for swearing again, will also say that the point of the Electoral College is that it allows small and large states to have a voice in the voting of the country's president. Because obviously, if there's no Electoral College, well, I'm saying obviously in air quotes here, it's not, it's actually incorrect. The idea, the theory is that by having the Electoral College, it allows small states to have a greater emphasis in political elections because every state automatically gets votes. So not only do you need to campaign in highly populated states, but you need to campaign in low population states in order to win their votes. This is not how the system works in reality. Instead, rather than focusing on popular or small states, because I don't know if you like pay attention to the locations that they go to during presidential election races, but not a lot of people visit in those Midwestern states. Not a lot of Rhode Island trips planned on the docket. You know what I mean? Not a lot of people lining up to get all of their constituencies' votes from Rhode Island. Instead, it creates a enormous ballooning focus on swing states like Texas, California. I don't remember what the other ones were. Like Arizona. Those swing states which have a population of voters that is mixed enough and populated enough to create, most of the states aren't visited due to them not being swing states, precisely shadow. Instead of creating an emphasis on highly populated states or unpopulated states, instead it creates a hyper focus on swing states, and thus sidesteps the entire problem of having more states be included by essentially having like 4 states be the only states that matter, because there's no point in visiting a place that you already know is going to vote for your color. If they're voting blue, you never visit because they're guaranteed, and you need to spend your time and effort and resources going to a place that's not voting blue, and vice versa for Republicans. Is it a full thing? Yeah, it is. So and then like at the end of the day, it creates a voting system that is very biased, that is unrepresentative of the will of the people who live in this country. Because rather than put a focus on what the people actually want, it just becomes a big roundabout of political gamesmanship. Instead, a country should be run by the will of its people, like our country is supposed to be. I don't know if we could ever say that it's truly reached the standard of representing its people accurately, but it's supposed to be. And one of the main obstacles, I need to make more torches, to achieving that end is the fact that our presidential elections really aren't very fair. They don't represent the will of the people. Sometimes, if we're very lucky, times like this election here in 2020, in order to have the will of the people be represented, you essentially have to bludgeon Republicans with a popular vote that is so big that it's literally impossible for them to try and like cheat their way into the presidency by just getting more votes from the college. Because ever since the presidency of Richard Nixon, Republicans have developed a fun new strategy where they appeal to fear of racism in order to make all of the southern states vote for them. And despite the fact that they will always lose the popular vote, by playing into the what is called the southern strategy, they can win the election anyways, even though they do not represent the will of the people, which is how people like Donald Trump get elected, despite the fact that he lost the popular vote. Like, don't get me wrong, F Hillary Clinton. She's a horrible person also. But, like, Christ, I'd rather her than Donald Trump. To be fair, I'd rather any Democrat than any Republican. Because at least liberal Democrats will be blandly ineffective and probably warmongering, which is all stuff we can address, but people like Donald Trump are out here trying to make people slam horse dewormer instead of just taking a vaccine. Okay. Sorry, I've disturbed Vibe Goblin's peace. We will no longer talk about politics. We will become an apolitical stream. Sorry, you got me started, Vibe Goblin. You talked about the public education system, and then you got me started. Yeah, but if you want to pursue your passions, sometimes school is not the path. Oftentimes it can be. It just depends. It's not. You don't. That isn't on. I made a joke, but that's really not on you. I should try to. I assume that people do not come here to hear my political hot takes, so I should not say my political hot takes. Save that for my personal Twitter account. I'm sure that most of you follow like my streaming Twitter, but I have a personal Twitter, and content warning, I will let my political hot takes rip on my private Twitter. I retweet like I retweet that kind of stuff all the time. I avoid them doing to me, have a lot of different opinions on that kind of stuff, and I respect everyone, so I avoid talking about it. That's fair. That's valid. Usually I end up trying to get into it just because, I don't know, because issues of politics tend to cover a lot of moral topics. I find learning about someone's political beliefs to be a very expedient way to figure out the sort of, so like, if we're talking about politics and someone tells me that they think all abortion should be banned, I can usually gauge how willing I am, like how much of a relationship I want with that person. Does that make sense? You know, you have to kind of know, like, oh, me and this person can get along just dandy. Or, oof, I do not think I can coexist with this person in a deep way. Because, you know, sometimes politics are shaped by your worldview, you know? There's nothing wrong with disagreeing on stuff. But sometimes sometimes there's stuff you can't compromise on, you know? So, like, queer rights, I can't compromise on that. I'm queer. Those are my rights. I can't coexist in a healthy relationship with someone who doesn't think that gay people should get married. You know what I mean? But this stream isn't about that kind of stuff. Even though I've sort of I've ranted for like an hour and a half, I think. I've ranted for an extended period of time. But yeah. That's one of the reasons I like to talk about politics with people. But I understand that it's not a meaningful choice for me to make because I'm not like a political streamer. There are streamers who like just do politics stuff, which is like, I watch a lot of political streamers, but it's not the reason I stream. I stream because I want to share like my passion and love for like video games. I could never say that stuff because the first wedding I ever performed was for a friend of mine, who was female to male and his wife. Dude, that's awesome. Yeah, but I've met a lot of people who do say that. Oh boy, do they say it loud. It's unfortunate. That's why it can be a little bit of a... That's why it's a little bit of like a go-off moment whenever I... Oh, that's bad. This is not as much basement space as I thought I was bargaining for. Dang. Oof. Thought I was gonna get a lot more space to build my basement than this. Gonna be a little cramped. Also, I don't know how much roof space I can get. Is this surface? Oh, jeez. Okay, I might have to artificially extend the hill outside. Actually, let's see how much roof space can I get. I'd like to have a 3-block roof because I want to make this into a sort of a chest room. If I can't make a 3-block roof, I might have to... If it's just the one side that I can't make a 3-block roof, that's probably okay. Politics cause more arguments than they solve. IMO. That's true. Usually you're not gonna, like, sit down with, like, someone you just met. Or someone you, like, are just friends with and, like, convince them. Most people don't change minds that easy. Which is unfortunate. You know what? Artificially extend this hillside. It's just on the one part of the hill. This basement can be resurrected. Alright. Let's go fix up the hill. I think it's kind of like a flat part of the hill, maybe. Yeah. Because I built on top of a hill. Should have seen that one coming. There we go. That looks like a natural hillside. That looks asymmetrical in the right way. I never really want to change someone's mind, but normally if I were to talk politics... Sorry, I just want to finish my thought. No problem. I just want them to hear my opinions as well so they can kind of understand where I'm coming from. Yeah. I feel that. It's an important part of communicating, you know, because your politics say a lot about who you are. And sometimes talking about politics can help you understand or explain yourself, you know? Is 8 chests enough? Probably. Let's see where 8 chests gets us. Because I am out of storage. I need to make this entrance a little more obvious. I'll figure something out. God, it's gonna be nice when the wheat farm is all the way operational because the wheat production is kind of slow right now. Oh, we should make some lanterns. We have so much iron. Let's make a couple of lanterns. I love that they added lanterns to this game. It's like my favorite form of lighting. They're just so, I don't know, they're just satisfying. You know what I mean? I accidentally made the, oh yeah, because I'm going to put in a roof, but. I do not want this to. There we go. I didn't want them to face different directions. And then I'll put another boop, 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 boop on top. And that'll probably be... I'll probably be good for the basement. Chests. I need to make like crafting rooms and stuff. Actually, I'll tell you what. We'll go ahead and we'll put crafting bench down here. I need to work on the access to this room. Hold on. Actually, no. Let me finish this first. One of my favorite moves is always to embed a crafting table in the floor where all my storage chests are. I like doing that. No, that's awful. Can I make a corner block? That's not what I want. Like... corner block. There we go. So you can smoothly walk up either way. And it prevents you from sort of getting hung up on the stairs here. Look at that. Whoops. Actually, no, I want this. I want this. I want that. Not that. Okay. And this is going to be the valuable earth stuff chest. There we go. Once they came out with the barrels, I basically only use those. I think the barrels are cool, but my brain is too small to remember their recipe, even though it's just planks and 2 sticks. And then a Nasrallah chest, a tool chest. Should be everything. Should be able to sort everything. Nope, not you, Raw Mutton. You guys are getting an inside look into how my brain organizes items, by the way. Ooh, I don't really have a mob drops chest right now. I'll put the mutton in there, and then we'll resort it later when we get the second row of chests. Right. Give me copper. Ooh, I might actually. Let me grab a stack of these, because I have a curious idea. A furnace wall? How does that sound? Just part of the wall shall contain doth furnace. Okay, we've stripped out the roof. We need to strip out the wall filling so that we can fill in the wall with a block of our choosing. That's why this entrance tunnel is too wide, because I think it would be cool to fill in the wall with a different kind of block. I probably don't need to do the corners of the room because no one's ever going to see those. Iron, stick, built-in crafting table. Look at that. Now that is efficiency. God, I love putting crafting tables and floors. I don't know if anyone understands why I categorize items the way that I do. I want to make the walls out of copper. I know that that's not horribly efficient to have copper walls, but whatever. I made sure to turn off mob destruction, so I shouldn't have to be too worried about the fact that everything is so unnervingly close. Didn't really need to take out the corner there. No, but I like organizing things by kind of like vibe. So like I have my chest that is just all of the stuff from underground that is like building blocks, and then I have all the valuable underground stuff, and then I have nature stuff, which is I always have like just a nature chest, and then I have a tools chest. I need a mob drops chest that's like where meat and string and stuff will go. But I wanted to make a wall of furnaces. I actually need one more furnace to make. Actually, I already have a ton of cobble on me. I wanted to make just a big chunk of furnaces so that I can cook a lot of stuff at once. Oop. I don't know where I should put the furnace wall. Practically, I should probably put it to the left or the right of the chests. I think probably right here. Whoops. Because it's right next to the valuables chest and the earth chest. So when I take my ores up, I'm already going to be right here. So, bam. Okay. Um, oof. I can only put 8 coal into the furnaces. I don't have a lot of coal. I can probably take the coal down from upstairs and distribute that up a little bit. See what I can see what I'm working with in its entirety. Hold on, let me yoink this. Yoink. I'll probably leave my bed upstairs just for the ye olden times. We'll put this away. That doesn't go there. We'll put this away until we can make the throne TM. But we need to find a special forest to make the chair. Okay, let's see. That's 8. Put that there. Uh, does 56 even divide by 9? It doesn't. So there's really no point. Maybe I should just leave it 8 coal pieces a piece and not bother wasting resources, you know? Then we just go through and we cook everything simultaneously so that it is faster, which I enjoy doing in my brain. And I'll cook this last piece of iron right there. Look at that, furnace wall. I don't know how costly the crafting process is for the copper bricks. I don't know if it's like a full brick worth. If it's a full brick worth, is it a full brick? Oof. We're not gonna be able. It's gonna be slow to make this a copper room. Hey, dang! Smelting this copper ain't half bad experience. It's not great experience, but it's not half bad experience. You know, it would be nice if I had a way to like hopper all of these, so I didn't have to go through and collect them one by one. But that's not gonna happen. Can probably only make a couple blocks. Yep. Let's see what these look like though. I like it. I enjoy it. Ooh. Fun noises. Okay, so we have a copper quest to make the basement out of the new copper material. Can copper spawn really deep down, or do I have to intentionally mine higher? Ooh, that could be tricky. For now, I should probably get a sword that's better than wood. Maybe be a smart idea, I think. Nature chest is over here. I'm used to it being a different... I'm used to the paper cut SMP orientation of my chests. It's basically the same category, but I just have them arranged in a different order. Okay. We need to do a little bit of farming, because I need more food to take down into the mines with me. I got torches. I got tools. Should probably make a second iron pickaxe. Ooh, look at the farm. Look at her go. Growing. I think I'm probably ready to tear down this weird shoreline farm and just take all of the seeds, even if they're ungrown, and just move them over. Move them over to the full farm. See, the reason I like growing potatoes is because like you can get like 2 or 3 potatoes, and sure they only do like 1.5 or 2 things of units of hunger, but like per piece of, because it takes like 3 pieces of tilled land to make bread in Minecraft. We should actually torch this place up so that they can get 24/7 growing time. It'll become a little more efficient when we expand it to be a 2x2 grid of these farms and then start making a vertical tower of them, because we can start hanging lanterns on the bottom of each of the like dirt towers, and then we can get light all the way around the crops so that they always have a light level that they can grow in, which is just the sort of pleasing efficiency that I live for in Minecraft. I like pleasing efficiency. I always forget that you only till 4 blocks out from a water source. Always forget. Every time. Maybe I'll make like a second fancier bed in my new underground manor. Let's see, how many hungers does this do? 2.5. It takes 3 like pieces of farmland to get 3.5 hunger from wheat, but you can get like 4 units of hunger from 1 block of potatoes, and it's technically less per piece of food, but you can make the food so much faster. No, I'm starting a new strip tunnel. I like to stagger my tunnels when I do strip mining, just because I hate when you like sprint through and accidentally run through your main tunnel and into another strip tunnel. It happens to me like all the time. I know it happens to like Paper Cut and Nobody when they strip mine. I need to think about finding a deep slate building project, because this is it's a really cool looking material and I want to work with it on something. Water and lava. That's always fun. Here's where I cleared out some ore. There's the lava. Forgive me, granite. Hey, granite is also a very interesting rock. Granite is another igneous rock. It's a very felsic rock, meaning it contains a lot of like it contains a lot of minerals that are called silicates, meaning it has a lot of silicon or silicone in it. It is formed actually inside of volcanoes, because it's filled with like these big, it's the same sort of intrusive igneous rock, but it has a very different makeup than something like diorite, which is also oh. You know that diamonds are shockingly common and they're really not that rare? The reason their price is so high is because diamond companies control the the world's supply of diamonds, and they purposely drive the prices up. Yeah, I was right to try and excavate this place. Real nightmare. Ooh. Yeah, I'm gonna need to clear the underneath. This also. Yep. Lava underneath. These are some precarious diamonds. There we go. No, I do not want to sprint swim. Thank you. Okay. Now, how am I going to get under these other 2 diamonds? Because there's so much obsidian. Also, new obsidian texture. Check it out. Pretty pimpin', eh? Okay. There we go. As long as I can get them enshelled by obsidian on all of their sides, I trust it enough to mine it. Because at least I know what's underneath it, you know? Yeah, but granite is a really fascinating rock that is also an igneous rock. Rocks are fascinating. Oh boy, I forgot how long this takes when you don't have a diamond pickaxe. Oh, the things we do to ensure our diamonds don't fall in lava. God, could you imagine if I did not know to clear the space around the diamonds? Holy Christ, I would have become those memes where you dig down into a diamond and fall into lava. No joke. Check it out. That's enough. I was kind of hoping that this would take a lot longer before we'd find diamonds. I'm used to, like, strip mining for, like, forever before I find diamonds. I'm sure you guys all remember the plight of Darthiomi. Excuse me, sir? 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 Now I need to, you guys gotta follow the channel. If we don't get enough followers to make affiliate, how are we gonna vote on the diamond tool we make with our 4 diamonds? What will we do? We're at a true impasse. There's a bone boy around these parts. Dang it, I totally forgot to actually make that second diamond pickaxe, or second iron pickaxe, before I came down here. Get some good lapis. Let's see. We have enough to make a diamond pickaxe, but we don't have enough to make an enchanting table, which is annoying. Oh man, that means we need to start doing bookcases. Hello, my babone friend. Is there more than one of you? God, there is. Not today, thank you. Yeah, I'm not tussling with those boys. But to be fair, that is a cave system. I could probably find some good stuff in there. It's probably worth a look. Oh, heck. My pickaxe is almost dead anyways. May as well use a different tool to make some progress. The sword! The sword! Oh god, that damage jump scared me. Oh, back it up, big guy. Wow, that's legit the first enemy I've killed. Whoa, fucking speed racer over here, Jesus. See him come sidling on up towards me? What was going on? Oh, that almost ended so bad. That was almost right. There's copper. I need that. Okay, I'm gonna go low. I'm gonna liquid him up. Turn off the lava, like, stage hazard. Okay. We're gonna nerd pull up. This nerd. Get out of my castle, loser. I should not be doing this either. To cool off the rest of that lava. Where is this fiend? God. Please don't break until I get all this copper. Oh my god, was that the perfect amount of block hits left? Oh, that's very satisfying. Okay. Trying to look to see if there's any other copper. You can shoot all you want, Stinky. God, the bats are sacrificing themselves to the fire gods. Which spot is the nerd pole? Is it over here? I don't have a pickaxe to break it. Frick you, dude. Get off of my Minecraft server. Frick you. Alright, let's take the treasure and run. I shouldn't have done all that risky playing with diamonds on me. It was not my wisest moment. Just trying to denote where my stuff is. Boom. Look at that. That's money in the bag, chat. Still don't really have a place for mob drops. Well, sheesh. We could build another portal in the now zone. We could just make one. We could do it. We could. We really could, chat. That was very close. Is it night outside? I think it might be night outside. I think there were zombies walking on top of the hill. 2 iron pickaxes for mining. Yes. And we can check up on the farm in the morning. Yes, yes, it's all coming together. I need to think about what building project I want to make with the new stone. Oh, I forgot that their hits light you on fire. And then they're on a fire zombie. Classic. Oh wow, I got really lucky eating that rotten flesh. Hey, it's all coming up Lobby. Oh, I don't want to heart. I want to wait until they're like all fully grown, and then you just come through and whoosh, whoosh, just take it all away. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? It's like so much more satisfying that way. So yeah, it seems like copper does form pretty far down, because I was worried I was gonna have to go on a copper quest, do like surface mining, just lame. But at least the farm is growing. That's something. I'm still living in fear and shock that the creeper explosion in our first hardcore game killed me instantly, even though I was blocking. Because in normal difficulty, when you block with a shield, a creeper explosion just doesn't do any damage to you at all. But that thing blew right through my shield and killed me instantly. Rip me to shreds. Actually, I should go back up. Never really finished exploring around. No, I did. I did. We didn't spot any more cop. There's some coal up there. I think that's a skeleton also. He's too far away to see me though. Some gold. Obviously there's redstone and iron right there. No copper. And thusly, I have no interest. Tell you what, we'll stop strip mining and start focusing on doing the farm whenever I run out of pickaxes down here. Whenever I go through these 2 iron pickaxes. See, explorer rule. I always put my torches on the right-hand side. So even in a cave network like this, so long as I keep the torches to my left, I can almost always find my tunnel again. A friend of mine told me to do that trick where you put all the torches on one side of the cavern wall while you explore, and I tried it out, and I'm never going back. It's so useful. I think there should be more lava down here. Guess not. Usually lava is a little deeper. Here's some lava. more coal. I do need a lot of coal. More iron. Always appreciated. There's some redstone. Might as well. It's good XP. I never end up using redstone. I need to find out an excuse to use a lot of redstone. Because my resource chests always end up flooding with redstone. I just never... Hello? Foe? What a terrible... Hello? It's like right in front of me. It's so close. It's like in my ears. He's like right there somewhere. Ugh. Sticky, stinky, nasty boy. Like I feel like he's gonna like appear behind me. Ugh. Ugh. It makes the skin crawl. I wonder if there was like a mechanical choice behind why they decided to make the ore golds drop raw stuff now instead of just their ore. I wonder if it was like to make silk touch pickaxes have more value. Or lapis. That's nice. Nobody always says that you should use a fortune pickaxe on lapis lazuli, but unless I'm building with it, I usually never run out. Perhaps I just don't enchant as intensely as I should. Despite the fact that I played Minecraft much longer than nobody. She does know all the epic gamer strats. Huh. I really thought there'd be lava there. Hello? No, that's just a dead end. There we go. Yes, more mining. Oh man, we're gonna be down here a while, chat. We haven't even gone through half a pickaxe yet. Oh nosies. You're going to be stuck down here with me forever. Man, I'm kind of sleepy actually. And I still gotta like get together with some people and do like study problems for my physics exam. It's gonna be one of those long nights. Oh well. A lot of my nights are becoming long nights at this period of college. At least the sleep is satisfying, though. Now that we're done with cave exploration, we're starting to speed up the pickaxe destruction process. I like deeply enjoy doing this in Minecraft, by the way. Strip mining like this. I don't know. I just find it like almost like it's very relaxing to just do these tunnels. You know what I mean? Nobody finds them terrifying. But I don't know. There's just something about you can just they're just kind of mindless, you know? They're very orderly. And you just go. I most enjoy like putting in like headphones and listening to like a podcast or like watching YouTube videos. You're just doing this. A lot of the times during the SMP streams that like Papercute is doing, I spend like my time trying to be more active because I want to like hang out with Papercute. Even though I see her, well, I don't see her because we live far away now, but I talk with her like all the time. I don't know. I still miss her, so I try to min-max my time whenever I know that she's playing a game or we're playing a game together. But like whenever I'm like off stream on Papercut's SMP, man, I'm just banging out. I'm just banging out these tunnels. Sometimes I'm working like silently on construction projects, like the tower in Papercut's SMP. I work on a lot of it just when I'm like I don't want to talk. I just want to let my brain do the talking, and I make the tower. I was almost freaking done with that thing actually. I hope that Papercut eventually finds a way to update the server. It'd be a shame to have to remake the server, because that tower was a lot of effort. And I still wish it could be more than it is, you know? But man, I enjoy just carving through these lands. And like also like just the fact that I keep running into ores, which like just fills me up with like experience. Just it's a good little reward loop treasure. I'm gonna be so excited for when they add like the warden and stuff to Minecraft. That is going to be an exciting update. It is going to be so much fun to like flee in terror from the ward. It's gonna make doing these tunnels and exploring underground so much fun. Even if the warden is a monument to all our sins, who will destroy us. Cave noises. Isn't it funny how cave noises can either be just kind of silly or very spooky, depending on your mood? I find like when I'm just like doing something like this, or I'm like just carving through, making my little tunnels, the cave noises aren't spooky. But when you're like exploring around underground and you hear the cave noises, you're like, ooh. It hits different in that moment. Maybe it's because in my tunnels I know I'm essentially safe. And if I dig into a cave, it's just a opportunity to make a lot of resources. You know what I mean? But when you're in the caves, or you're exploring and then you hear it, that is a call from the unknown, you know? You don't know what it signifies. Pretty sure cave noises just play when you're near a cave. But hey. Yo! Eat your heart out, Yum Yum. Yo, God, just thinking about like all the everything that Yomi had to go through to get diamonds in the SMP, and I'm getting these Genshin Impact 5-star rolls of resources. Like, what luck? You know? What gosh dang luck I have. Ooh, I should clear these blocks out. 8 diamonds. Let's go. We've already found, like, how many did we get on the first one? 4? We've already found 12 diamonds in, like, the 1-2 hours we've been playing. took Yomi like 8 hours to find diamonds. I know that she's live right now. I kind of want to raid her and brag about my diamonds. I want to get all this coal. God, it's really hard to see the coal in the old slate. Wouldn't deep slate just be slate stone? I wonder how they chose granite, andesite, and diorite to be the new kinds of stone to add to Minecraft. I reckon there must have been some sort of decision on that. What new rocks to include in the stone update? I wonder if there's something out there that describes why they chose those specific types. Copper, let's go. Soon my copper fortress will be complete. I wonder if lightning rods actually do attract lightning. I really hope that it does. I really hope that they added that. Oh. I guess this trip is over, chat. We got a lot of good stuff. 8 diamonds, a ton of copper, 51 iron, 6 gold, that's almost 2 stacks redstone, a lot of lapis lazuli. Pretty good for 2 iron pickaxes. Pretty good. Hey, did I ever seal back up that walkway that I dug the diamonds out from? I totally did, right? Yeah, I did. I super did. I super totally did. Yeah, I did. Look at me. Hey, look at me. Alright. Let's get smelting on this stuff. Also, I need to distribute coal to all the furnaces. I'm so sorry that you all have to watch me place coal into furnaces. Forgive me. Give me copper ingot. Give me copper ingot. Alright. Let's put up the stone, a little bit of the stone, and the stone. Then over here, we'll just put all the valuables up. Boop, boop, pop. Dude, 12 diamonds. I didn't think we'd get diamonds for like another 2 or 3 streams of this. Hey, things move fast when you don't expect them to, I guess. Let's see, I wanted some sticks to make another iron pickaxe, just to have one. Should probably make a diamond pickaxe. Should probably make an enchanting table. All things I need to do. An enchanting table is gonna have to probably be its own room in the underground complex. I promised we would focus on the farm now instead of just strip mining. So organized. Thank you, Mothy. Hey, yo, pull up, homie. Where are you? Yeah, that's what Oh, thank God for turning off mob destruction. I'm glad you think that my chest system is organized. I need to add a second row so that I can actually have a chest for mob items. Haha, Stinky. Stinky Archer can't even shoot bow when on fire. Haha, so foolish. So very foolish. They should have thought about not being on fire. And there they go. Hey, I mean, if we ever need to tame some dogs, we got a lot of bones. What are you hanging out in the water for, coward? Wow. Split that man in half with a single blow. Where's that creeper? Check this shot out. I bragged so hard to mess up immediately. I mess around with, ooh, there's a savannah with the worst wood in the game, even worse than birch. Is there another skeleton? See if this one's is one hit tap as well. Ow. Not a lot of zombies. Mostly skeletons. I guess that's lucky? I don't know which I'd rather. I'd rather zombies, honestly, than skeletons. But I guess beggars can't be choosers. So, skeletons it is. At least I have a bed. My god. The world spawns where you just can't get a bed. The creeper was absolutely dog water. Yeah, you know what? I did turn off mob block destruction, and I'm not ashamed. I really still don't have a mob drop chest. I really need to fix that. Okay, we need a hoe, and we need a whole lot of seeds. Right. I don't store anything up here anymore. Stone hoe, you'll have to do. We're gonna need iron hoe for sure. Need more sticks. Run a little low on the old sticks. Okay, iron hoe. Because stone hoe is about to break, and I have to do a lot more farming. Wow, I didn't even take it out. There we go. Alright, Lobra, I'm gonna go sleep, but have a good night. Have a good night, Frank. Miss you, buddy. How many seeds do I have in the... No seeds. I don't have any seeds. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Check this farm out. That's beauty right there. Look at nature and all of its splendor. Mm-hmm. That's good stuff right there. Alright. Oh, I was going to make an infinite water source, but there's just a free infinite water source right down the hill that I didn't notice. Okay. Should have brought the axe, because we're going to need to clear a couple more trees. Okay, I tell you what. We'll go ahead and we'll harvest. This is a zombie. I think the ground is hollow down here. Alright. Alright, these are also fully grown. These are fully grown. There we go. Now we just go through and we plant it all again. God, I just like, oh man, farming can be so satisfying in Minecraft. Isn't it interesting how Minecraft is a game that, even when it goes through a lot of changes, it's still recognizable? Like, it is, like, a totally different game than it used to be way back in the day. But, like, you can still see Minecraft and immediately recognize that it's Minecraft. That's pretty nifty. 1, 2, 3, 4, water. Okay. Then we need Actually, let me till and clear the space here first, which means we're going to need an axe. And we're going to need my bare mitts to clear all this dirt, because I'm too lazy to make a shovel. Okay, axe is in the basement. Right, wrong chest. Axe. Yes. Okay. Axe, water hoe. Lots of seeds from the harvest. Very good. You guys remember when you used to have to till grass blocks to get seeds? Different times, eh? Alright, excellent. I think that is probably enough space. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, you also have to go, buddy. I'm sorry. Then I want a little extra partition. Do not want people... Oh, I guess I don't want myself walking into my own farmland by accident. God, that zombie. Just like the zombie underground, they're just hiding out in the walls. The little villains. The absolute villainy of it all. Like it's legitimately just right there. Ooh, I'm about to chop down the big tree. That's gonna be kind of painful. I don't really want to do that if I don't gotta. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. There's water. We get those. I'm gonna till this one first, just because the land is a little easier and more clear. All right. Give me seeds. Oh, hey, an apple and a pig. Apple. I need to make a cow farm so that I can start harvesting a ton of leather. Did I mess this up? Yeah, I messed up. I accidentally counted the wrong block. Whoops. So that is unfortunate. There we go. Accidentally made them misaligned. My B. Maybe. At least we didn't get too far into the process before we noticed that. Else that could have gotten real annoying. Come on, go away. Boom. Cause let's see, this is like a 9x9 grid. So I don't think I have enough seeds. I need like 80 seeds to fill this thing. So we're gonna be short a couple seeds. It's 9x9, that's 81 blocks, right? It's 81 square blocks. And I only have like 70 something seeds. I mean, -1 for the water block in the middle. No, I haven't enough. I had 64 plus 17. Oh, no, that is 81. That's 81 exactly. Silly me. I should have actually bothered to count instead of just estimating numbers. I had the perfect number of seeds for a 9x9 grid. And then we put some torches. Help keep light on the crops so that they grow even in night. Alright, we need a lot more seeds. Which may just be a waiting game for the crops to mature, if I'm being honest. A lot of free wood, though. Ooh, we should make a wood farm. I think it would be fun to make a little apiary or whatever wood farms are called. Because we need wood, like, all the time. I think it'd be fun. I think it'd be fun. I say that we put it away from the forest out here in the fields. Luckily, tree farms are way easier to make than actual farms, too. You don't need, like, water or nothing. Alright. From this clear space. I've started doing this thing where I like to put my tree farms in, like, elevated blocks. I don't know. Makes it easier to remember where the sapling is supposed to go when you cut down the tree, I think. Yeah, I think probably like a 5x5 is like an unholy amount of trees, so I think I'll probably leave it there. Let's go see if any more saplings dropped from the cleared trees around the farm. Oh, some did. That's good. Any over here? Yes, there are. 1, 2, 3, 4. Is this aligned properly? Yes, it is. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Space. 2. Alright, that is spaced correctly. And that is going to be the basis for the Great Agriculture Tower. It's going to be this 2x2 grid of farmland. Okay. Ooh, we're going to need to clear out a lot of land. Okay. I just like that they made it so that hose like rip through tree leaves now. It's very fun. There we go. I don't need to tear down this tree, I don't think, unless its leaves are really wide. I do need to get rid of this tree. And we're gonna need to clear out the big tree, not because it's interfering with the farm, but whenever we build the farm up, it will begin to interfere with the farm. Alright. No, I don't want to right click. Stop! Oh, it's so annoying. How do you not right click when you crouch? Because like that did not used to be the case in Minecraft, that you right click when you crouch automatically. Is that part of the new caves update? Is that just a setting in Minecraft? Because oh man, it really gets my goat, I tell you. Trying to make sure I got all the log pieces so the leaves will actually rot. Hey, getting a lot of good oak saplings, though. Ups and downs. This tree needs to go. Look at this, chat. Look at it. It's all coming together. Then we need to clear just a freaking lot of land. And clear just the actual farming space first. And then we're going to do an extra layer around the outside. Oh yeah, we got all the logs. That's very good. Oh, we can go to super expand the tree farm now. All right. I know that we can't necessarily seed all of this ground yet because we don't have all the seeds that we need, but... Alright, yes, we do need to clear this. Look at the farm. Is it not beautiful? Yes. Yes, look at it all come together. Yes. It's alright, we'll fix the lighting problem when we build the second level of the farm. Because there is ultimately the issue that stuff in the very center of the farm can't get the 24/7 light that comes from putting torches around. Might put one like right here just to try and raise the light level in the middle a little bit. It's not a perfect solution because like right here is still kind of dark even with the torches added light. I guess I could probably, if I ringed the whole thing in torches, it might, but that's just inefficient. Normally when we get the second level of like dirt above this one, I'll hang lanterns from it. And those lanterns will give like constant daylight level light to the plants. So the plants will just grow all the time. Alright, speaking of growing, let's leave the farm to growing. Let's go plant some more of the tree farm. Hey, look, they already have a green top. House has got a green top. Our apiary has a tree top. I hope apiary is the correct word for a tree nursery. Cause if it ain't, well then, Chief, I don't know how to break it to you. Oh my god, look how fast this one grew grass. That's kind of terrifying. I don't know if I have enough dirt to fill this in. Oh, I might. Yeah, I do. There we go. There we go. Oh, look, the first tree's already grown. Look at that. Look at this. The Giga Tree Farm. And you know that the trees also need light, right? I have no idea if that is enough light. That feels like it's a good amount of light. I guess I'll see whenever the sun sets. I need to go make more torches. Alright. Actually, we'll continue the tree farm next time. Because I think that Yum 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 might still be live, and I do want to get a Yum 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 raid in. Just because I want to show Yum 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 big love. Yes, she's doing a Wooga gun art. We must go, chat. Prepare the send messengers to the front. It's time for a raid. Yomi Jam. Yomi Jam. Yum Yum Yum. Join up, viewers. There are merely two of us, but we can still raid Big Yom. Glorious Yom. I should have been lurking on her stream this whole time. I was very foolish. Alright. Are you prepared, raiders? To arms, friends.